So if you have an idea for an app, I'm going to put you guys on the craziest thing ever.
Google Stitch is actually a pretty crazy idea. It's pretty neat, but it's at a very high level. It'll give you the designs that you're looking for. It'll give you some sort of like starting point, which is awesome, especially if you don't have any kind of design background. You have an idea of kind of what you want your app to look like, and you have a design in mind. You take that design, throw it into Figma, throw it into Bolt.new, throw it into Lovable, and then you can actually start figuring out and building out your app. But these applications have to be, at a core, extremely simple. If you're built, like he gives the example of building out like a fitness app or like a tracker, that's a very, very simple app. Right now, I'm actually building something that's relatively close to Amazon Airbnb for something else, right? I'm not gonna say what it is in public because I'm not done yet, but it is in an extremely complex application that requires both the front end and back end to be, to work extremely well. What I found recently is that because I'm building this through Lovable and my own coding, I've had to correct it on the code multiple times because I'm using Lovable. I've had to correct this application or this AI multiple times on the code because on the back end, it keeps getting the RLS policy incorrect, where sometimes I'll say, hey, you did this wrong. I need you to fix this, in this manner. It'll do it. And then I'll say, hey, before production, logically, what are the next steps that have to be done so that we can audit this application to make sure it's good for production? And it says, oh yeah, these are the next steps. And then I'll say, cool, logically, go through every single step. Let's go through this, and this. But then what happens, somewhere in between those steps, the RLS policies because the backend is using in Supabase for the database. Really, right now I have like 32 tables integrated. But what it does is sometimes it changes a bunch of crap in the background where, it's not supposed to do that. I have to consistently go back where it's like deleting like my test listings, marking them as inactive. So I have to go into the database and manually mark it as active, or, like it's a Boolean, right? So I gotta mark it as true so that these listings are active and that these listings actually show up on my application. But it's not the end all be all. I have like, I'd say 80% of this application done, right? Which takes me a pretty good move forward. But the important stuff, the back end, that I'm gonna have to end up coding myself, because these applications, while they're cool, man, they are not there yet. And I can tell you that from experience. They're not there yet at all.